I used to sell drugs. I was really big in the drug industry, and I was using sometimes up to 10 grams a day. I've had multi-million pound businesses. I've been successful. I lived on the streets when I lost everything. 5 years ago, my son passed away. I don't want anyone to feel the way I used to feel. I was, lost, really lost. My dad saved my life.
Welcome to the Cherrywood Podcast. Join Simon and Rachel as they talk to guests from all walks of life. From the famous to the infamous. Nothing's off the table. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cherrywood Podcast. Cool, we've got a geezer on for you today. He's Anthony Noble, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
And he called us up the other day about a bit of work, and I said, come on the podcast, because after 2 seconds of talking to him, I was like, I need to hear this geezer's story. So why am I talking all Cockney? I've gone right bed knobs and broomsticks, haven't I? But we'll carry on anyway, regardless. So nice to meet you, mate.
You too.
Yeah, let's do that. Just so you know, we have this little thing on here. If you hit the mic, not that I've got my headphones on, so you're going to get away with a lot of shit. If you hit the mic, you get a mic 1, mic 2, mic 3, and then we have to look at the last message on your phone if you hit it 3 times.
and the same goes for us as well, doesn't it? So if we hit the mic accidentally, then...
I can already tell what his last message is. I don't know, love. Some slit-eyed prick doing a podcast.
Oh, that was me.
Right, tell us about yourself.
Right, so like I said the other day on the phone, it's my name's Anthony Noble. I'm a life coach to celebrities and business owners, entrepreneurs struggling with addiction or trauma, and I've been doing it for about 3 years now, full time. My past is colourful, at least to say. And the reason I started that journey was 5 years ago, my son passed away. He was born with a rare disease in his brain that's only ever happened 38 times in the world. Oh. So at the point I was thinking, why me? But prior to that, I've had multi-million pound businesses. I've been successful. I lived on the streets when I lost everything. Built my life again. I used to sell drugs. I was really big in the drug industry, and taking drugs. I was using sometimes up to 10 grams a day of coke, gambling at an obscene scale, and addiction took everything from me. So I would have been clean nearly 9 years this year, but when my son died, I did relapse for 2 months, like we said on the phone, but it was like a light bulb moment for me, that after being clean for so long, why have I reverted back to something as soon as trauma's hit me? And subconsciously, I hadn't dealt with
the underlying issue.
The underlying issues, basically. I'd done it through willpower alone. Wow. And I didn't drink. That was through, I couldn't drink. Mm. And I try to teach people now that everything is a choice. It's about control. But yeah, that's the short story.
Wow.
No, thanks for coming on.
No worries.
I don't even know where to start.
I don't know where to start.
The beginning?
Let's talk about, can we jump to your son first? Because that's the most important thing. I don't know how anyone copes. I've got 4 sons, and I don't know what I would do if I lost any of my kids. Yeah. How old was your son? And
he was born, and he passed away when he was 6 months.
Clearwater Kent is your trusted local expert. From roofs and driveway cleaning to fully facilitated management. Visit clearwaterkent.co.uk or call 01634 681 885.
Meet James Howard, a personal fitness coach based in Medway. James helps real people get stronger, fitter and more confident without extreme diets or gimmicks. Visit jameshowardpt.co.uk or find James on Instagram at jameshowardpt to book your first session today.
Welcome to the Baseball Outlet. If you play baseball or softball in the UK, you know how hard it is to get the right gear. That's why we're here. We've been helping players across the country for years. Come and see us in store, visit us online, or give us a call.
Baseball Outlet!
Need stunning video or photography for your big day, or even your business? Cherrywood Production delivers award-winning results with a personal touch. From weddings to promotional content, we turn your vision into reality. Visit cherrywoodpro.com today. Your memories, our passion.
Oh.
Right. Okay.
Oh. And what was
you got two sides of your brain. Yeah, and in the centre of the brain is something called a Gallian vein. Mm-hmm. So the Gallian vein wasn't produced properly, so it was leaking blood. And the Gallian vein basically controls all the blood flow throughout your whole body. So it controls the blood down to your heart. Right. So you've got 4 valves, you've got 2 in, 2 out.
Yeah.
And the blood goes in slowly and out fast, naturally. But when the Gallian vein's leaking, you're either going to have a brain hemorrhage or a heart attack because it's going in fast, out fast. Oh, so they say it's only happened 38 times in the world. It's really rare. But that part of the brain doesn't actually develop until like the 36th week of pregnancy.
Right. I was going to say, did you know before birth?
We found out 2 weeks before she gave birth. But I think it's not as rare as people think. But they used to scan in the UK. I think 10 years ago, for instance. I don't know how long ago, but they used to scan years ago to see that if that brain developed properly. Yeah. And then they stopped doing it. So whether it was money, usually. But I think it's not as rare as people think. Like when people have cot deaths, I think it could be more to do with that than it is because you just suddenly have a brain hemorrhage or you have a heart attack.
Oh my goodness.
So
it's probably more.
I think because I was, when it first happened, I just wanted to help everyone. And I just wanted to, I wanted to make a charity, and I just needed to put my energy somewhere. And
it's your grieving energy more than anything, isn't it? It's grieving.
I didn't know how to cope.
Pushing it out somewhere else.
It was the first time in my life where I've been through a lot of trauma, and most of it was my own actions and choices through drug addiction and gambling and drinking. But I'd been clean for a long while by that point, like 3.5 years, nearly 4 years, and I didn't know how to cope. But it took me to a place where I couldn't run anymore.
Yeah.
Like I had nowhere to run.
Yeah.
And I got a little girl. She's 6.5. So I don't think I'd be in. Sorry.
You're right, son. You're right.
Yeah, I don't think I would be in there if it wasn't for my little girl, because she's my life, my world, and I had to fight because she needs her dad. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. It was just, for me, she gave me purpose, and her mum used to bring her around to me just to, I don't know, give me some sort of light. And yeah, it's my little girl saved my life at the end of the day. And then I went back to drugs for like 2 months, and then I didn't know what to do, and I just knew that I couldn't go back to that way of life because I tried to commit suicide years before because I couldn't cope with my addiction. I tried everything, counselling, rehab, therapy. I tried absolutely everything possible. And then I thought, I can't go back to that because I'd rather not be here. And I just had to dig deep, and then it was like a light bulb moment, not God, not enlightenment, I don't know what it was. And I don't think there was actually any particular moment, but there was just something clicked in me. And I started studying human behaviours, and I started studying the mind and why this chemical in my brain would make a hormone in my body feel a certain way, and peptides, and I absolutely fell in love with it because it gave me an understanding of why I felt that way. Yeah. And then I started putting a book. I got coached by a guy, and he said to me, "Why don't you do coaching?" And I said, "Who the fuck's going to listen to me? I'm a fucking ex-drug dealer who's been in prison. I've been millions, and I've lost everything. I've got a son. I've not been a great dad to my daughter previous to that."
But I know a lot of counsellors, and I know a lot of addiction counsellors, and they've all been addicted before.
you know what? I didn't
I think you need that experience.
You do.
I know it sounds
100%.
horrible. I think you need to have gone through it to
100%.
actually preach it to people.
100%. And I say to people, I say it all the time, I say, like, you can't expect to get someone out the fire if you don't know what that feels like, because I know what a craving feels like. I know what it feels like to not want a beer anymore. And I made an oath to myself, when he was dying, I made an oath. I don't want anyone to feel the way I used to feel. Sorry?
No, you're all right. It's all right.
I don't get upset usually.
This podcast brings it out on people.
Yeah.
Because it's shit. Do you want some tissue? Want me to go and get some tissues?
No, good as gold.
The only time we haven't got tissues here as well. I'm like, I thought you're having a right man. No, that's good. It's not good, but you know.
Yeah, no.
It's emotions. Nothing wrong with emotions.
No, of course not. Like, I get upset a lot of times now when I'm driving down the road, I'm so happy. And I can't believe how my life has changed. And yeah, I've done the work and I studied so hard. Maybe I put my addiction into this. And that's okay, because I know I've got addictive nature. But I'm put into something positive, and I started understanding why I feel that way. And I basically, the guy said to me, start coaching. And so I started studying it. I put it together, and it blew up. Absolutely. Like, I started coaching a couple of celebrities, and then word of mouth got round. And like I said to, sorry, what's your name again?
Simon. Gee.
Sorry.
I'm going to be crying now.
Sorry.
No, I'm
sorry,
bothered.
Simon.
I ain't bothered. It's all right. What's her name?
Rachel. Terrible. I just call people babe or mate.
I say mate all the time. All the time. You should be privileged that I said Anthony, honestly. Do you call Tony? Do they call you Tony or Anthony?
You know what? I used to hate being called Tony, it's like by my sisters, because they used to be kids I used to go to school with.
Well, that's Tony.
I hope you're not watching, mate. But I don't like him. So, but no, I don't care. Anything.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, I started. So this guy says about coaching. I thought, there's no way. There's no way. And I started doing it. And it's like getting confidence, because when I start seeing like people's lives changing, and then I keep studying, and I study now, I always continue to study every week. I'm trying to learn more out, and I built my own framework. So it's called Noble Mind and Noble Reset. So each letter stands for a different way you can start. So Noble, so N is now. So if you want to change anything in your life, you need to understand where you are right now. So if you want to go to Dartford, you put it in Google Maps, it'll always ask for your start location. It won't ever get you to point B without knowing where you're at. So, and then O is obstacles. It might be your environments.
That's the result, though, because that's your surname as well, isn't it? What a chances!
You couldn't write it, honestly.
Go for him. Sorry, mate. I was just too tempted. I had to say something.
It was made for me. I've done it.
Yeah, okay, here we go. He's even admitted it. Didn't even notice it. Yeah, mic one. You're gone. Yeah, so we're on
I
that.
was on my fucking.
Are we on B? Are we on B?
Yeah.
On Noble?
No, I'll fuck you. I ain't saying that.
He's out.
He's switched.
We're finished with Knob.
Oh dear. See, I told you it's worth him coming on. You were like, nah, I don't want that arse on. Right.
I know that before.
Right, where was I? So let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. So growing up, how was that? Where are you from?
Originally from Bermondsey.
Right.
And then my family and that moved down to like Bexley Way.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Grew up around like Hextable, Swanley.
Yeah.
And then my family, good upbringing. My parents were good.
Not a Charlton boy, are you?
Nah. No, you know what? I don't mind football.
I don't think you're into football.
I'm not really a great lover of football. It's all right.
That's what
I
I'm
like
Charlton
Formula
fan.
1, boxing.
Right, yeah.
Not that I can box, but but yeah, my upbringing was good as gold. My parents, my mum was really loving. My dad was quite tough, but he instilled some good traits in me. So yeah, life growing up was pretty good. Like my sisters, we all danced. Like we travelled the world dancing, doing Latin American.
So what, you one son, two sisters?
I've got two sisters.
Yeah, and you no brothers?
No brothers.
No,
No.
I'm the same. Yeah.
And we all competed dancing all around the world.
Oh, that's
Both
cool.
my sisters were world champions.
God, we're just so... We're literally the same person, aren't we, Rach?
What, you and Len Goodman?
I went to Len Goodman Street.
Did you? That's where I
In
started.
Gravesend?
Dartford.
Ah, you went to the Dartford one?
That's where I started years ago because I used to be friends with like James and but that was many I probably left Goodman's when I was about 13, 12.
Oh, mate, I was gone like 10
Yeah,
years
one
before
day.
that.
Yeah,
Went
one
once.
lesson.
My sisters
One
went all the
lesson.
time, but I tell everyone that I'm trained by Len Goodman.
Yeah, and then I was there for a long while, but we left when I must have been about. Might have been younger than that. Might have been 10.
Back then, that was probably the only place, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Goodman's.
there was a couple of others, but to be honest with you,
Now they're
I can't
everywhere.
remember. Yeah, it was. So I'd done that for a long while, and then I moved to Australia when I left school at 15. I seen my mum and dad struggle. My dad had a business, and the business went under, and I seen them struggle, and I had no interest at school. I got thrown out a couple of schools. I ended up going to performing arts school. I just didn't like it. I just couldn't get on with it for some reason. I don't know what happened. It's so long ago, but I left school at 15. I started working in a car wash, and my dad found out that I weren't going to school. I was working in a car wash, so he said, "You going back to school, mate?" So I said, "I ain't going back." He went, "You going fucking back to school, mate, unless you get a proper job." So I went and put a suit on. Went and got a suit from fucking Next or somewhere. Went up to a deco in Victoria. See a woman. I said to her, "Listen, I've got a national insurance number. I've got no GCSEs, but I'm willing to learn." She went, "All right, okay." Sat me down. She loved me. And then
So did you just knock on the door, basically?
I basically went in there and just told her. So I had a national, you know, the national insurance card.
Yeah.
I was so proud because I felt like a man. I was like, I've got one of these. I've got no GCSEs, but I'm willing to learn. So she said, "All right, well, what can you do?" I said, "I don't know really." I said, "I'm all right on the computer." So basically, I got a job as like an admin inputter for the government
Oh, right.
within Victoria. So she went, "You can start Monday." And this was like a Tuesday or Wednesday. So I went back with I was like a dog with two cocks. I went to my dad, "Got a job, work for the government." He was like, "Fuck off." I was like, "I promise you, I'm starting with the government Monday." And I remember getting my first paycheck and buying my mum some flowers on the way home and spunking my whole wage on a pair of Patrick Cox shoes.
As you do, yeah.
Yeah, and then the opportunity come for me to move to Australia. So there was a girl out there that I basically blagged my way there. My sisters were really good dancers. I was okay, but I was in and out of it. I was more going at my mates. And
Are they older than you?
no, younger.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so I used to always go to the competitions with them.
Ah, right. Okay.
So everyone knew me anyway.
Yeah.
And I was basically chatting to this girl, and I said, she was getting nervous because she was in the final. And I was like 16. I was having a beer with my mate there at the World Championship. And this Australian girl was about to go on, but she was really nervous. I went, don't get nervous. I said, I got second in this last year. Like joking. But back then, there was no such thing as Google.
Yeah.
You couldn't search.
You just had to believe them,
And then, but she believed me. I didn't think anything more of it. I just said it so she didn't feel nervous. So anyway, we ended up getting friends, started talking and then ringing each other. And then she said, "Oh, come over for a holiday." So I said, "All right, I'll come over for a holiday." And then unbeknown, she split up her dance partner. And at the time, like anyone who's British dancer, it's like a good thing because it's like the pinnacle of dancing in England. Yeah. So she said, "Oh, do you want to be my partner?" So I went, "Oh, well, I'll come over for a tryout." I tried to play it cool. I said, "I'll come over for an holiday anyway." I thought I'll have a little free holiday. I'll come and stay at mum and dad's and all that in Australia. So I said to mum and dad, "I'm going to Australia." They went, "Whatever, you prat." And then I've been paying emergency tax. So all of a sudden I got like a $2.5 grand rebate.
Yeah.
So now I only had to have $2 grand in the bank to get my visa. So I went to the Australian embassy at 16, bought my ticket. I come home to mum and dad. It was the old ticket with a paper.
Oh, yeah.
Come home and went, "Woohoo! I'm going to Australia in 2 weeks." My mum and dad's face dropped. I said, "I told you I'm going."
Yeah.
And then my mum started crying. And then I said, "You can't stop me." I said, "I work." I said, "I'm going." So I'd never seen my dad cry in all my life. Ever seen my dad cry. And I remember the day I was leaving, he was going to work. My mum was taking me to the airport. She's sobbing. My mum's a crier. She was sobbing on the sofa. And then my dad went, And I was going for 4 years at that point.
Oh, wow.
I was going for a 4-year visa. And so they didn't know I was going to come back for 4 years. I'm 16, and my dad put his hand out to shake my hand. He went, "See that, boy, be safe, yeah." And my mum went, "For fuck's sake, give him a cuddle, will you?" And he cuddled me and he just started crying his eyes out. And I'd never seen it before. I didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
My mum's crying all the way to Heathrow. I'm like, da-da-dee, da-da-dee, da-da-dee. I got to Australia, and at the time I was a bit chubby. So I'm meant to be going there as an athlete, right? I was overweight. My sisters used to call me donkey tits, right? So I went, because I went on a donkey once and they were bouncing up and down. So anyway, I got on a plane and I thought, right, I better stop smoking. I've got to turn up looking professional. And then I got on the plane and you could smoke from seats 55 backwards. And it was like £4 for 200 of these cigarettes. So I said, oh, fuck it, I'll quit one of them. So I've got off this plane in a tracksuit, overweight, stinking of cigarettes, trying to be professional.
Top of the pops as he opens his door, all the smoke coming out.
And then like the girl met me at the airport with her mum and dad, and like her mum and dad spoke to my mum and dad just saying that you can stay with us, but you can't have a sexual relationship with her. And I was like, yeah, okay. That lasted about a week before we slept together.
Did you? Yeah, I thought I was going to say about you shagged her.
And you know what? But I worked so hard. I knew I went now, the underdog. Within a year, we was Australian and Asian champions. I worked so hard. I had a 6-pack. I trained like a dog.
Yeah.
And I never done drugs. I didn't drink alcohol. I didn't do anything. I was just like so committed and focused. Yeah. And then I remember coming back to the UK with her, and like people coming to my mum. We got sponsorship for clothes. I had sponsorship for shoes. Wow. Like I went to another league, and my sisters were always better than me. And I remember someone making a comment saying like, he's not the underdog anymore. Yeah. And it really made my confidence. And someone my coach said to me one day, said, if you ever become world champion, he said, you get more sex appeal than ever. So that drive, I was like, fuck, you know. And that's what gave me the drive. Do you know what I mean? But I had a really good, it was great. I danced for a long, long while. And
how long do you reckon you danced for?
I competed till I was 30, till I went.
Oh, so another 10 years on prison. Top, yeah.
And then.
Yeah, it's always best not to dance while in prison.
You say that, yeah, right? But I'm just me.
Was you instructing them?
No, I honestly, I don't anymore, but I used to have videos of like, I used to be coked out my head in the pub, 4 o'clock in the morning. They used to have fucking, what they call lock-ins.
Yeah.
And there was like, I'll be doing salsa classes with all the blokes. And like the girls, and the big blokes like, how'd you do that move again? Honestly, if someone said to me, I've got CCTV of you doing salsa classes in my fucking pub at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So what brought the drugs on then? So you've done well, you were as clean as anything in Australia. You carried on dancing.
Yeah, I come back.
So was it 2 years in Australia in the end, or
4?
Oh, you did the full 4 years.
Yeah, I went to Asia for a while.
So that brought you to 20.
Yeah. I come back.
Oh yeah, did you leave when you were 16? You did, didn't you?
16. Yeah. And then I come back, and then when I left, my mates were still in school. Yeah. When I come back, they were in the pub zone, so they come in, finishing work, going down the pub, having a couple of beers. Friday nights, they're getting on coke.
Right.
So I never done it before. But I could see they're all fucking having a whale of a time, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. Yeah. I'll give it a go, and I just fell in love with it. It gave me so. You know what? When I come back from Australia, I was so lost. Like had that freedom, and I lived on my own and had my own home eventually, and then I come back to my parents' house, no job.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I felt like my life had been taken away from me. And honestly, I was depressed, I'd say, probably 3-4 years because of it. I did. Oh. And my mum was like, Australia ruined you. And I said, Australia made me. Yeah. Like, I never done drugs. It was when I come home, I couldn't cope. And I think that was a massive thing. I always wonder if I ever come back, how my life would have turned out. Yeah. But so my mates would sniff in on a Friday night, and then I started doing it Friday, Saturday, then it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then before I knew it, I was sniffing £500 a week, earning £250 a week. So something had to change. I was in I don't know, probably 10 grand's worth of debt.
So what was you doing job-wise then?
My dad was an electrician, so I ended up doing sparking.
So you never thought about like doing a dancing, teaching or training?
I was for a little bit, but I was doing both at the same time. So I worked electrical. I ended up qualifying as an electrician. I worked as an electrician, and then I'd be working all day, and then I'd go and train dancing until like 11 o'clock at night. Then come home, be up at 5, 6, out working manual work all day. It takes your toll on you.
Yeah.
And then fucking Saturdays or Friday nights were my night to get out of my head. And then Sundays I had competitions.
Right.
So there was I didn't breathe. And then my dancing started, it started dropping a little bit, and I thought I can't have this. Like, I remember I won championships on pills, ecstasy, and
we have a Red Bull dance.
I remember one day we was at a competition, and I was absolutely off my tits. And my sister said to me, "What the fuck have you taken?" Then I danced, and everyone else is knackered, and I couldn't stop. I'm like, and then people going over to my parents going, "I've never seen him dance like that. Fucking hell, you're amazing." And then my sister was like, "You got any more of those?"
Did your sisters get on it?
No. I was always the black sheep. I was always like, if something went wrong, it was always me.
Right.
Like, my sisters are like pretty much angels. And then I started selling drugs, going to prison. And you know what? Prison was probably the best thing for me at that time in my life. Like, I remember getting nicked, and I broke down in the cell because something in my life had to change. Like, I didn't know who I was anymore. I was sniffing, like, sometimes at that point probably 5-6 grams a day.
And I'm really naive. How much is 5 or 6 grams money
wise?
Yeah.
Probably about 200 quid, 200-300 quid a day.
But you had the money at this point.
Yeah. The money was fine. The money wasn't a problem. Like, the money, I didn't even look at the money. The fact of it, because I was selling probably 3 to 4 kilos a week, so the money wasn't a problem. But it took everything from me. It took my soul. I said to Simon, I didn't recognise myself anymore.
Did you ever feel any empathy or compassion when you were selling these drugs, thinking, who are they going to? Did you ever feel that in yourself? It was just completely...
You know what? I've always said to someone, I've always known I've been a good person. Like, I know I've got such a big heart and I really do care. But that shit it made me a devil.
Yeah.
Like, and I subconsciously, or my soul knew, but that determination and that drive and that craving was so overpowering.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of people that I talk to, that I coach now, and they say exactly the same. And I say, everyone is born lovely. Everyone is
100%.
born beautiful.
Yeah.
Everyone is born
blank canvas.
Yeah, and it's only through your parents, schooling, friends, experiences, emotions that you build something called a personality. And that did really change my personality. But I knew deep down that it wasn't who I was. But I just couldn't stop. But prison stopped me.
Right.
So I got clean. I come out.
So prison helped?
Prison did help me. Like, my dad said...
Did they sort of counsel you there as well?
No. Like, when I got in there, I could have bought it. And I did have the opportunity to buy it. I had money. I took money in with me. And I thought... I laid in my cell, and I just thought, right, I'm in a shit situation.
Were you nervous at this point?
I was nervous because... I'd never been to prison. I didn't know what to expect. And I always say to people, prison to me is like going in a pub. If you want trouble, you can have it.
Yeah.
I'm not that sort of person. You know, when you said, "Oh, did you dance in prison?" I did. I used to do the moonwalk up and down the wing. Like, people would laugh, like, because I was a joker. And that goes back to my insecurities. I was told if I make people laugh, or like if I could make a woman laugh, I could get her in bed because I'm not great looking. That's what I was told when I was younger. So I grew up with that beliefs, thinking that if I made people laugh, so I was always the joker. I'd go in the pub and always be that person making people laugh, and that way I'm getting approval.
Yeah.
Whether it was that or I could get a woman, and I used to womanize a lot, and because that was my own insecurities. But yeah, prison. it made me realise a lot about me. Like, I couldn't really read before I went into prison, but I started reading, and then I fell in love because books would take me away. And to this day, I still read at least a book a week.
Wow.
I love reading. I've learned so much through reading.
Yeah.
And like I said, I left school at 15 with no GCSEs. I could read, but I couldn't spell. I could barely spell my sister's name. And now reading's changed my life as well. Like, reading's been a really good thing for me. But prison, I've always been the same. I'm a really happy-go-lucky person. So you put me in a shit, I'll always reframe it and think, right, I'm here.
Yeah.
What can I do with this? So I thought, right, I love the gym. So I'm going to go gym as much as I can. I do cell workouts and I come out there really, really headstrong and determined. And
that's a good thing, because a lot of people don't, do they? They
you can either go one way or the other in there.
Yeah.
So there was
You
no
really
trouble
can.
for you in there?
No, there was one bit of trouble once, but not really. Like, I'm not tough, but I'm not vulnerable. Like, I'd always have a go. I'm stupid in that respect, but I'm very, very good at reading people, and I'm very good at reading situations. So I would just make sure, if you're going to go in there to be something, like, what happens is people talk a lot in there, and then when you're in this cell, people basically they will start thinking about what that person said, digesting it, and then think, oh, that doesn't add up.
Then manifesting it into something.
And then all of a sudden 2 and 2 doesn't add up, and now they look at that guy as a fucking liar.
Yeah.
I'm going to fill him in. Or, do you know what I mean? So it's I would never want to go back. Don't get me wrong, but did I learn from it? 100%. 100% I learned from it, and it was a good thing for me. But I still had underlined issues and obstacles within my own self that I wasn't aware of. So when I come out, I was really headstrong. Started my own business, electrical business, done really well. Was doing really, really well. And then I started going down to pubs, Friday nights, introducing alcohol again. It started smoking again, then it was drink, then it was drugs, then it was gambling. Now I'm making up for lost time.
Right.
Now I've got a lot of money coming in.
From the electrical?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And
Was it just you, or did you have a team with
I
you?
had a team of people working
Right,
for me.
okay.
Yeah, so it was just me at first.
Yeah.
And then within a couple of months, I employed people. Then I started subbing work out. And yeah, it done really well. And drugs just took over again. Like, I started gambling on an obscene amount. Like, I remember this was low level at the time. It got worse, but I remember someone put a deposit in my bank for, I think it was 40,000 for a job. When I woke up in the morning, I gambled and sniffed a lot. So now I'm going into a job where I've done everyone's wages.
Yeah.
I've done. I mean, it took everything from me.
Yeah.
And I remember laying there thinking, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I can't go back to that. And I was suicidal, and I thought, my dad's a diabetic. And I thought, right. So I went round their house and I got a syringe and I loaded it with insulin. I thought, if I just pump this into me, I'll die. And I remember putting it in my leg, and I just couldn't plunge it. I don't give up. I'd never give in. I'm really stubborn. And I don't know if it was that fact or the fact that I know I was here for something better. But you know what? I don't wish that time on anyone. It was tough as fuck. Yeah, I tried to forget about it, because I've done so much wrong to people, and it fucking ate away at me for a long time.
But when you're ill, that's what happens, mate. You're not in control of it.
But people don't see that. They just see the wrong I've done. And honestly, things got a lot worse. Like, I ended up going back to drugs, and I lost a business, started another one, lost another one, started another one, and then I built another one and got clean. And it
On your own?
Yeah.
So were they all electrical businesses?
No, this other one was a facilities management company.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely booming. Millions and millions of pounds turnover.
The thing is, how do you do it? How you said, like, not everyone can do what you do.
I don't know. You know what? Like, I don't know. If I had the determination, I will not. Like, my missus says to me, like, what the fuck, like, stop. I said, I can't stop. Like, yesterday, I think over the last 2 days, I've had 250 odd new followers on Instagram in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I'll try and message every single one of them. And then obviously that's more messages coming back. So now I found my passion and my purpose for being here. Like, this is bigger than any business I've ever done in my entire life. But yeah, at that point I had 215 people working for me. Wow. I had fucking Ferrari, Lamborghini, I had 60 foot.
But you did it all from scratch again?
Yeah, from 1,500 quid.
Wow.
It's just unbelievable. Like, you're 1 in a million to do that. And you've done it more than once.
Yeah.
So it must be your sheer
I can only dream.
determination.
It must be. I don't know. I can only dream to do something like that.
You know what? Like, when I say to people, like, I've got a mentor that I work with, and he's in Dubai. And when I first met him, I said to him, like, I want to be worth 100 million in the next 6 years. And I said, I don't care about the money. And we always do it, but the metric of money. I said, because if I'm worth 100 million, that means I've helped, must be 500 million people's lives I've changed. And one of the things I done ayahuasca in the Amazon jungle last year, and that was it was a profound moment for me. Like, I went there because I really hated I've been coaching a long while, but there was a certain part of me that I couldn't forgive myself for the wrong that I'd done to people in the past. And I needed forgiveness. I needed to love myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to coach people how to break free from addiction or habits and love yourself. And
you've still got that.
And I still had something inside of me.
Yeah.
And it just gave me that little boost to understand. And yeah, it was amazing. But I don't know. I just do have determination and drive. But the reasons before my drive was money. Like,
so going back to when you were having your millions come in.
It was just about money.
Yeah.
Because when you drive a nice car or you drive something or you've got... I must have had 15 Rolexes. You buy a new Rolex or I've got new Moncler car, whatever it is, I would think that people would look at that and be, oh, look at Ant's doing well. They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
They don't.
But in I needed that because I was so insecure. Because I hated myself. But if I could portray that I'm doing really well, people would like me.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, they don't like me. They didn't like me. They just thought I was a fucking idiot. Or
did you find that people liked you for your money? Did you get a lot of new
I had more
friends?
Yeah, you know what? There was acquaintances, but I didn't see that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially when you had a lot of people working for you, I felt like, they're not the daddy, but it's just like a higher tier without like that. I've done really well. Do you know what I mean? But when I reached that success, it felt even worse. I felt even more alone.
Wouldn't you? When you're that high.
Well, no, because you reach it and you think, once I reach this, that's what's going to make me happy.
Yeah.
And it didn't. Yeah. And then I got on drugs even worse.
Really?
Because cocaine was the only thing that I knew. I always say to people, any habit or anything you do in life, it basically fills something called a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah? The gap of who you are, who you're behaving like, and who you really are. There's a gap.
Yeah.
And when you have a void, you fill it with something.
Yeah.
And I used to feel the life out of it. And cocaine was the only thing that numbed me. And then when I did reach that success, I didn't feel that I was allowed to have that success. I didn't think I deserved it.
Yeah. So
I was self-sabotage through gambling. And I remember like one day I lost $250,000. Like, oh my gosh. And I lost so much money, like millions.
Can I ask, did you have a partner at this point?
I was just I did.
And like house together, that sort of thing? Or was it just more
was she jumping on it with you though?
No, not at all. I was like living the two secret lives. She knew I had a problem, but not to the scale. And then I done wrong to her, and I was just a fucking shitbag. And like I say, things I didn't mean to. I honestly, I would never want to hurt anyone. But my actions said otherwise, and I did. And so then I eventually did get clean.
The second time.
This about the fourth time.
Right.
Yeah. So it was basically I didn't know what to do. I tried everything, absolutely everything, and then I found this guy that was basically a coach, and he was really expensive, and I didn't have no money left. I had no money, and my dad put it on his credit card for me.
Did your parents know what you were going through? Were you quite open?
They sort of closed their eyes to it, so they didn't know the scale, the severity of it.
Yeah.
And then one day they see how bad I was. And I lost everything at that point. I was sort of like living in the back of a van.
Yeah. Did that break you?
They didn't know that. I was telling them I still had a house, and or I was living between the houses, and I was like sofa surfing, and I was really lost. And
so your dad?
My dad paid for it. My dad saved my life.
Bless him.
Is your dad still with us now?
Yeah. And it's mad because like he's always been in my life. Him and my mum are still together, but we didn't have a great relationship. I mean, not bad, but just not very close. And when he done that for me, I mean, it just.
How old's your dad?
71.
71.
Yeah, it's weird because I've changed so, like, I lost everything and then I rebuilt it all back again twice, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go do a normal job, and then I've built up another business. I've done well, not hugely successful, but I was doing okay, I was doing well, and then obviously my son, I had my daughter, I split with her mum. We just had different ways of living, and like she's a good mum, and she's a great mum to my daughter. We had some tough times when I first split up. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, when I was clean when I first met her mum, and then when my daughter was born, I lapsed again. I couldn't cope with that pressure of having a child.
Yeah.
And like, so when people say, "Oh, I'm going to stop when my kids are here," I always say to them, "You won't.
Yeah.
You won't stop for your kids." That's why do you think people don't do it? They can't, like,
you have to do it for you.
You have to do it for you. And my daughter was born, and I just couldn't cope because, and I know it sounds horrible, like my daughter was my absolute life, but I didn't know how to love her.
I think it's weird being a woman. You get that instant bond, don't you? And you
100%.
think this thing inside me, I already love it. It's like a bag of cells.
You had a
at
bond.
the moment, and you already love it.
For 9 months, you're going, hello.
Yeah.
As a man, we're just like, you ain't looking like you used to.
We should stop farting.
I will go and buy you this something with jellies and pickles and whatever you crave. I'll do.
All we're doing is going up the garage late at night, getting Pringles and.
It's that instant connection that. I mean, it's not a bad thing. So some people need to go into it.
Yeah, it was for me. It wasn't instant at all.
Yeah.
At all. If anything, I felt more rejected. And because I had my own insecurities.
Yeah. You almost.
And then all of a sudden I got pushed out. I can't be on the dog in the family. And, and I didn't know how to cope with that either.
And how old were you?
36 when she was born.
Right, okay.
So you weren't like a teenager?
No.
So I was 36 when Tilly was born, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the first. And I had 3 kids before that, and that's the first time I felt. Now I look back, that's the first time I was ever ready to have a kid.
Yeah. I wasn't no way ready before that. No way. She massively changed my life. It gave me more of a purpose and a reason. And then me and her mum didn't last. We was on and off, and then obviously my drug use would appear again, and so she'd throw me out, which is fairly right. And then got to a point where I thought, you know what, fuck this, and I got clean. I'd done it all myself. When my dad took me before with a coach, I spoke to him again.
So what did this coach that your dad paid for? He's
done a bit of hypnosis.
Okay.
And then we went through my life. And it was more hypnosis, so it did give me that. I went from drugs every single day, and he said to me, "You are going to lapse. The amount you do and the amount you gamble, you are going to lapse. But as soon as you lapse, come back to me. So I went from drugs, drinking, gambling every single day on a huge scale to stopping like that.
Wait, can I just ask, when did you have time to do this? Because during the day you would be working, I'm assuming, and doing all your contracts and getting people to do
Well,
jobs.
no, everyone done everything for me. In the end, I just built it up. So
you were the one in charge, but nothing, no purpose in the company.
How you build a business, isn't it?
I've always looked at things like, what am I good at? What am I no good at? What I'm no good at, I delegate. I'll pay people to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like even trying to do this like landing pages. I tried to sit the other day for about 10 minutes. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm no good at it. But when you're in addiction, you'll find time.
Yeah.
Like when people say, I used to say to my sister or anyone, like they go about cheating. I say someone can go down the post office and have an affair and cheat. Like if you want something, you will make the time.
Yeah.
No matter what. Like, I would stay up till stupid o'clock in the morning. I'd sleep. I was just. I'd like I said to someone, I said, I don't have no regrets. I regret hurting people. I really do. But everything I've been through has made me who I am now, and I really appreciate life now. Like I really appreciate. Like one of the first things people always say to me, like I had a guy on the phone last night, and he said to me, "I just don't want to be boring." I said, I always felt the same. If I stopped doing drugs or drinking, and when I went out, I'd feel bored.
Yeah.
And at first, it is boring because it's not boring. It's just the unknown.
Yeah.
But my God, I absolutely worship my life now. I appreciate every moment. Like, and I struggle with anxiety. I do get anxious. Some days, but I know if I'm tired or I'm hungry, I get anxious.
Yeah.
So I go to the woods. I go for a walk for a couple of hours, and nature really helps me. But if someone said to me like 5 years, so even fucking 6-7 years ago, go for a walk. Fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
I walk to the pub or walk to the drug dealer. I'm not like.
Yeah.
Did you find you were in
It's a maturity thing though as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Did you find you were in a catch-22? Like you'd be up all night.
Do you want to talk down the mic?
Oh, sorry.
Remember, you've been doing this
Sarah's got
2 years. She's been doing it. She's shit at it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Do you find you're in a catch-22? The more you were staying up late at night to do your gambling, the more you needed the drugs to cope with the day after, and it was just like a cycle almost.
Like I explain it like dopamine. So like what cocaine does, it turns off the receptors in your brain, so you don't naturally produce dopamine anymore.
So it's that.
So the
high.
only way you know to get a feeling of happiness is through drugs.
Yeah.
You can't naturally, like the dopamine I get now from seeing, I don't know, a cute puppy or going for a walk or going for a run or going for a nice meal. I never had that happiness. It gave me nothing. And that's what cocaine does for you. And it's the same as alcohol. But cocaine particularly shuts off the receptors in your brain.
And I imagine that's what cold turkey is it? Because you're just not producing any dopamine.
Yeah, so that's why it's really hard, because you do willpower for so long because you've got this energy and this drive. I will do this. And then your receptors come back on. So what happens is, I call it the 3-month bump, because at the beginning your brain is looking for evidence to support that of like anything negative. You need it to feel happy. You used to take coke to cheer you up, like when you're up all night. Your brain knows the only way your brain knows is to make you feel happy again is get back on it. But if you get past that barrier, then you start coming back to normality, and your brain will start releasing dopamine again. So you enjoy food, you enjoy sex with your partner, you enjoy whatever, and then what your brain then does
for you, wouldn't it?
is crafty, because then what your brain will do, now you're in a good space, it will look for times when you used to celebrate using cocaine.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so now-
pick out the best bits almost.
So you know, like when you split up with someone and all you remember is the good bunk ups.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. The internet isn't reachable.
You didn't even say Alexa, did you?
No.
I don't know why Alexa started. Sorry, mate. I can't remember where we was now.
Where's she been hiding all this time?
Some bird I got hidden. Sorry, that's thrown us completely. Alexa kicking in.
Yeah, so it
you go
does.
from there.
It is crafty.
Yeah.
It is crafty, but it's Where was we? I
don't know. Alexa she's messed the whole conversation up.
I think
Dopamine and celebrating. You were talking about how the drug is sort of, you just only start reminiscing on the good things.
In the 3 months. And then
you get a 3 month, I say. You usually get a 6 month and a 9 month.
Yeah.
If you can do the 12 months, it starts getting easier. But you will never do it through willpower alone. And I understand this, and I understood it, and this is what I coach and what I teach. Is, but I don't want people just to break free from a habit. I want people to understand them on a level they've never understood themselves before. And this is what my framework does, and this is what I built because it helped me. I started studying me, using it on me, and then I started using it on other people, and it's phenomenal. And it's simple.
So do you deal with all addictions? Because in theory,
I do.
It's the same, isn't it?
Addiction is an addiction, but obviously I have to be careful, like, I don't do opioids because obviously they need medical attention.
Yeah.
If they do rehab and get the treatment, I can help them mentally, like mindset wise afterwards. And but they need that proper support. My main niche is basically cocaine, alcohol, gambling, feeling lost, alone. A lot of people I work with are business people that have reached success and they feel empty.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that feeling, so I would numb it with coke, drinking, drug, whatever. Alcohol, you got to be a bit careful of as well, because you can't just, if you're drinking on a high level, you can't just cold turkey.
Yeah. Because
the detox, the DTs in your body, you need. So alcohol is a bit different, but an addiction is. I always say addiction is a habit. A habit that you get instant gratification from, gives you a negative effect after.
Do you think the money was ever an issue with you? Because you had it, you didn't really think of it as a thing that you needed in your life, so therefore you just spent it on the things that you wanted, rather than, actually, if I save this could go to something for my daughter or something like that.
I
Was
never
it
thought
instant?
like that.
Yeah.
Like, I just...
Because you had it.
Yeah, oh my God, I wish I got some of them. Like, you know what? I don't actually. It's just I'd never thought that way. I just thought the more money I get, the more I can buy for me and my daughter. I bought like, I mean, when my daughter was born, I bought her like a £600 outfit for a leggings and a top, and her mum was like, "You're crazy." I was like, "I don't give a fuck." I said, "This is my first child." Like, we ended up wanting a special pram made in America that was like £3,000. I wanted it just because it had rose gold suspension on it.
Right.
And I could do it. Like, I wanted it. Like, it didn't matter to me. I bought a Moncler coats when she was born.
But once it's you think people are looking at you thinking...
Yes, 100%. 100%. And it was just for approval.
And unfortunately, the world is riddled with people like that.
Yeah. That's what, like, you go on Instagram and people are fucking so fake. Like, I am very honest and raw, and I will always stay that way. I really want to be authentic. Because even me, and I think every human does it, you go on there and you see something, you compare. It's natural. Straight away your brain will be like, oh, why have they got that and I haven't? Or, oh, that looks nice, I wish I had that. And it's a natural thing, we always compare. And it does make you sometimes feel shit. Like, I watched last night, my missus had it on, Rich House, Poor House.
Oh, yeah.
And they went on a holiday. And I said to my missus, I said, like, one of them was like 1,600 quid for a week, and it was the Lake District, I think. And the other one went to the Alps, and it cost like 17 grand or 16,000, whatever it was. And the poor woman cried, like, during the show. And I said, but that must make her feel so inadequate
When she goes
as a
back to
parent
her life.
that she can't give her children what
Yeah.
the other guy. But the other guy, he was amazing. He was a really nice fellow, and he actually bought the other family another holiday afterwards and said it's 7 days all inclusive to Turkey. But it does show you that, like, I've had loads and I've had nothing, and like the Amazon jungle for me, I hate camping. I never liked camping. I like 5-star hotels. I like nice things, and even my missus went, "And you sure?" And I just said, I see this thing called ayahuasca come up, and I thought, I don't know, it was like apparently you get a calling for it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. So I said to her, I'm going to Peru. She went, what? What are you doing now? I said, I'm going to Peru, I'm going to the Amazon jungle, and I'm going to go for a month. So I even went to Flannels and bought a pair of hiking trainers. Like, not just the normal ones from Sports Direct. Like I thought, if I wear nice trainers, and the American, I got that and lovely posh rucksack, and even the Americans laughed at me. By the end of the time, it was the best experience of my life. Like you had no running proper water, you washed in the river. It was I could have gone 5-star retreat, and I said I don't want. I want to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I bathed in the river for a week, and I met some of the kindest people. But what that week taught me more than anything, it's okay to be me. Like even 2 years ago, I still had this. I had to put this facade on, I'm really soft. I'm gentle. I'm caring. I'm loving. I've got a sting in me if you piss me off. But I never realised that I could actually be me. I never thought I'd be accepted.
And where does that all stem back
I don't
from?
know. I don't know. I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it? Like, everything I do, right, I still have my mates going, look at you doing that, you twat.
Oh, so do I. Yeah. I get it now.
Do you know what I mean? But so I've created the character where I don't give a shit what they think.
Yeah.
But you sort of do a little bit.
You do. You don't like it.
Everyone does everything for approval.
Yeah.
Like everything you
yeah.
do, you are looking for some sort of approval in
Yeah.
your life. It doesn't matter if it's from your partner, if it's from friends, if it's from the world. You do stuff to be approved.
It's like the baseball, me starting the baseball up. I thought I'd get far more stick than I've actually got from it.
Does that bother you? You haven't had the stick.
I was probably expecting the stick.
Yeah.
And when it didn't,
And it hasn't come as much. I get a bit.
Yeah.
But it hasn't come as much as I thought.
But do you find
would.
like...
But then you start thinking,
Why?
oh, they're giving me stick behind my back.
Yeah.
you overthink it too
Yeah,
much.
you do overthink.
But that's the human being. We like that.
That's what you like, yeah.
We like that. That's.
But then I'm like, I don't care. I've always wanted to play it.
Yeah.
I've never had a chance to. I'm going to
Do you enjoy it?
Love it.
That's what it matters.
Love it. Not even had a match yet. All I've done is trained in... I've not even been on a diamond.
Yeah, really?
All I've done is trained indoors. At the and the diamond stuff's out.
Not indoors there.
Smash up out. But it's weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
It's you live life going what they think, what they're saying about us.
You know what? And I
Even
always
the
say
podcast.
100%. I always say to people like, you're like this little spot here, yeah? One little, tiny little spot. And a celebrity is another little spot. Everyone's so fucking small in this planet, in this world. No one cares.
That's right.
No,
one
and
cares.
like I put 4 or 5 videos on a day, usually content. And at first I was doing it for, not ego, but I would think, oh, what do I look like? What do I say? How do I come across? And now I've got so confident in myself with it. And I've really built I don't know, like a belief in me that it's okay to be me. I still care sometimes what people say. Of course you do. Like trying to have that, I sometimes get comments on there that are negative.
Yeah.
But that's okay because I probably would have commented that 6-7 years ago when I was out of my nut and I hated myself. So that, you know what, that's okay. They're just not in a great place at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's how I deal with it. But
I love when we get a negative comment. I like, thank you so much. You really helped the algorithm.
yeah, I love it. I'm like, they've commented. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But
and I'll wind them up.
on another tip of the old scales, I think a lot of my mates and people that know me think this is like giving us a living. This podcast.
Oh yeah. The
They
amount
think
of
it's
people,
far more. Probably think
yeah.
it's far more successful than it
You've
actually
done really
is.
well with that.
It's going well. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I think people think we're like living the life off of
Doing
this.
like, you know,
And I can guarantee you we ain't. You know, it's just by choice still at the moment.
But
you know.
people, it does make me laugh. And I noticed this, like when I changed, I noticed certain people in my life, certain friends, some family members, they want you to fuck up.
yeah.
They don't like you changing.
100%.
And that's what hurt
It's
me.
all about them.
That's what hurt me the most. There was certain family members, certain friends that didn't have my back, but they're not part of my life anymore.
Yeah, you were always the fuck up to them. So you were
I
always
always
the one
was,
that were
and-
like, come on, let's sort you out.
Yeah, because it makes their life feel better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what it
And
is.
I even said to my missus, and I always said to people, I said, you'll find when you're in a bad place, you'll have a lot more friends because they will attract to you to make their own lives feel better. And they're like,
100%.
oh, poor Anthony, he's fucked up again.
100%.
Oh, he's such a bad gear, but we love him, don't we?
Yeah.
And then when you get clean, people are like, you're going to fuck up again. And I'm like, you hope I will, don't you?
Yeah.
I know you hope I will.
Yeah.
But the difference is, like, the sober and clean I am now is a choice.
Yeah.
Like, I would never go back to drug. Like, and I know that, hand on my heart. I love me and I love my life so much, I don't need to suppress it.
How do you deal with hard situations now, then? If you come up with because obviously losing your son is horrific and no one ever wants to go through that.
I don't think nothing can hurt me like that. And I know that that's the hardest pain I could ever go through.
Yeah.
And to know that I can beat that, that really proved to me, like, I've got drive, like we said, and I didn't realise how strong I really am.
Yeah.
And that gave me a belief in me to realise, if I can get through that, and I've got through addiction, but losing my son, that was a pain that I can't describe. Like, I went on antidepressants for about 6 weeks, and I felt worse because I'm quite an emotional person, and that numbed me. Well, I didn't feel anything.
Wow.
I felt like I could see a kid get run over, and I'd be like, wow.
Wow.
And I thought, this is fucking worse.
It's not right.
Yeah.
Like, at least I'd rather be like, oh my God, are you okay? Or see something like, I had no emotion at all.
This is going to sound terrible, and forgive me if it upsets you, but the saving grace with you losing your son early is he probably didn't have a personality for you to
100%
latch onto.
You know what I always say to people? I don't think my trauma or my grief is any much more than... like, everyone deals with things differently. There could be someone out there that loses their dog that has... It hurts them more than losing... I'm not saying that I didn't get hurt because it fucking broke me.
Of course.
But the greatest thing to me, that when his mum found out that we found out, I said to the doctor, I said, the one thing I don't want is her to go through stillbirth.
Yeah.
I really, really don't want her to go through it. I said, if he's going to die, I want him to die in my arms. And I got that. I got that choice. Not choice, but the day before we had to turn the life support machine off, he was meant to have an operation the next day, and that the options were he will either pass away, he'll be severely disabled, or he'll survive. So at the time, you see him and you see him laying in a bed, and he looked so normal. You think, he's all right. And that selfish part of you, like, you can't give up on him. Do you know what I mean? And me and his mum was like, he's going to be all right. He's breathing himself. He's da-da-da-da. But then the day before the operation, he lost oxygen to his brain. So he's now a vegetable. So he won't be able to speak, he won't be able to talk, he won't be able to hear, he won't see, he won't have no movement. So it's just basically, and they said, we're not going to do the operation. And I said, okay, but he'll die. And then they just said, there's nothing we can do. We're going to have to turn the machine off today. Like, there's no rush. I said, okay. But I'm so grateful that he didn't have to go through any pain. Do you know what I mean? And I look at him as a blessing, because God, or whatever we said, he knew that I could take the pain, and I've done the best I can with it. And the amount of people's lives that I've changed and keep changing because of him. Whether it was my own selfish reasons to make myself cope, I don't know. But he was a gift to me for a very short period of time.
Shit. Don't even know this geezer, and I'm holding hands.
Got lovely hands.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, and you know, I said earlier, I always look at everything as the best way I can. I've always looked at the positive, and I don't know if that's my way of coping, but I'm at peace with him passing. I really am, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, he was a gift, and it hurt, and like his mum, I didn't want any like, for her. Like, even when it happened, I didn't know how to cope, and I went off the rails, and I lost my relationship with her. I've done wrong to, my usual pattern.
Yeah.
Like, and doesn't know how to cope.
Is it the same mum as your daughters?
No. It's my usual pattern.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he broke my pattern. He made me face, like, I couldn't hide anymore anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't. And having my daughter, I couldn't fuck up. She needs her dad.
Yeah.
And it was just, you know what? It just happened. I think it happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I think that I would not be doing what I do now. 100%. I wouldn't be the person I am now. But I always say to people, I don't want you to go through a trauma, because everyone changes through trauma. No one ever grows through happiness.
No.
People only grow through pain.
Yeah.
And I say to people, if you can change before that pain happens, don't wait for a trauma before it's too late. Like I always say, like when the smoker, they find out they've got cancer, that awareness, if you carry on smoking, you're going to die. That awareness is so strong, but all of a sudden they can stop smoking like that.
Yeah. As soon as they put their mind
it's
to
crazy,
it.
isn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when was the point? Obviously, your son has sadly passed away. When was the point you thought, I'm going to do something for other people now? I want to use what I've got and push
You
that
know what?
out.
It was probably I went off the rails for a couple of months, 2-3 months, and then I end up moving off my mum and dad if I can come back and live with them. I just wanted somewhere safe to live.
Yeah.
I gave my business away. I threw my business away. I fucked that up.
And this was a utilities company by then?
No, I lost that.
Oh, right, so this is another one.
This was another business. It was electrical, like recruitment.
So you went electrical, utilities, back to electrical?
Yeah.
Right.
Facilities.
Yeah.
Facilities, sorry.
Yeah, so...
Utilities, facilities, same sort of thing.
And then I fucked that up. And then I thought, you know what? I don't want a business anymore. I just want to work for someone. And I ended up going to work for a company. I had 6 months off work. Or 4 months off work, something like that. But I got myself straight. And...
Again, all on your own.
Yeah, but I used what I'd learned from the hypnosis guy, and the coach, and then basically I wanted counselling or therapy. I tried like 15 counsellors over the period of 15 years, and I couldn't work with any of them. I just did not relate to any of them at all. And then this guy coached me when he started talking to me when Phoenix died, and he started explaining to me, and he started breaking me down in a way that I'd never understood myself. On a level, like he said to me about love, we spoke about love, and I said it scares, like, and I was on it, like, I didn't know how to be honest about it, but I said it scares me. I said I'm always scared of getting hurt. Yeah. And I realised in my whole life I've never loved anyone. Yeah. I thought I did, but I'd always have one foot out the door.
And you put your brick walls up.
Yeah, and I they wouldn't know that so much, but me, I got one foot out the door, so. Yeah. That way I don't get hurt. Yeah. And it's sad. I thought I've got to like nearly 40 years old, and I loved people in a certain respect, but not truly love anyone. Yeah. I didn't know how to love. And then the people say, oh, you need to love yourself. I used to think, oh, fuck off, you idiot. Yeah. Like, I do love myself. Look at me. Like, confident. But I hated myself. Yeah. And now I actually can say without, not egotistic way, I love who I am. I'm proud of me. Like, if I met me out, I'll buy me a drink, and that's a fucking amazing place to be. And I never thought I would get there. And this is what I say to people: I'm nothing special. I really ain't. I've had a mad journey, but everyone goes through trauma. Everyone's got a story. Mine's no better or no bigger than anyone else's. But the greatest thing that anyone can ever find is a bit of peace.
I bet you wish you were a bit boring now, don't you?
Did the hypnotist take you back to talk to your younger self?
Not really. My mates used to laugh saying, did he touch you? I was like, by the time I said, you know what, he could probably finger me and I wouldn't care. Like, I would
do you feel like you was properly out? Because I can't get hypnotised. I think I got a barrier.
I remember I went there, right? And I went there with my dad the first time, and he said to me, like, my dad is very black and white. So this geezer is coming round. I'm sitting in this chair thinking, if this don't work, I'm just going to commit suicide. It got to that point. I thought, I've tried everything, and I meant it. If this didn't work, I was going to blow my head off or kill myself.
Did your dad know about this?
No, I didn't tell anyone. I'm very
proud.
Proud, and I didn't want to worry him.
Yeah.
And yes, anyway, so I'm sitting on this sofa. This guy's coming in, he's got this wand thing, like a stick, and he reckons it's like an atom reader from NASA. So he's putting this stick around me, talking to me, and then my dad looked at him and went, "Oi, Harry Potter." He went, "If this don't fucking work, I'm going to burn your house down." Right? And I'm just sitting there like thinking, because I've always wanted to impress my dad. Yeah, I think most kids do, and I'm sitting there thinking, for fuck's sake, I just want that wand to work. Like, I got to a point where I didn't give a fuck what that wand was. Like, and yeah, he took me in a room, and then I got hypnotised, and I thought there's no way it's going to work. And they said to me, don't do no coke before, like a week before going. I sniffed. I remember my dad driving me up there, and we stopped at the services, and I had a couple of boots in the toilet before I got up there, and it worked. It did work. I know, but the thing is, I got hypnotised one afternoon for a couple of hours, and he does something called bioresonance, and then we went back the next day. He done me again in the morning, then again in the evening. It was like intense.
Yeah.
And then slept at a hotel a couple of nights, and we went back again, and then come home, and I didn't touch anything for like 4 or 5 months, which was amazing for me.
Yeah.
Like, never done that in most of my life. And then I lapsed. Then I drove back there on my own, done it again for a couple of days, come back, and then I've done about a year.
Do you remember that feeling of having... Did you feel guilty for yourself when you took that first sniff or first bit, and you were like, fuck,
you know what?
I know I fucked up.
Yeah, you know what? It does, but I still didn't deal with the problems in me. Because I know no matter what you do, if you do hypnosis, if you're not, it's like putting a plaster on something. That's why willpower will only take you so far. Like if you're, most time when anyone does drugs or starts doing drugs is to fill a gap, whether that's insecurity, because you're going to get something from it. You're going to get confidence, or you're just going to numb, or you're going to get relief. You're going to get one of something. So if you can understand, all right, coke does make you feel good. So after a while, you are addicted because it makes you feel good. But if you strip that back and think, well, it makes me feel good when I'm sad, or it makes me feel good when I'm stressed.
Yeah.
It's all about why do you need it in the first place.
And if you can look at that and understand, oh, I need it. And all right, you might get a pattern like a Friday night, but then is that relief or is it a reward? You're getting something from it. And when you can start looking at it at a different angle, instead of saying, right, you need to stop doing drugs because it's killing you.
Yeah.
If you can start saying, what are you getting from that? Let's replace it with something, because you'll always replace.
Yeah.
And it's easy saying, oh, okay, I'm going to replace cocaine with the gym. All right, okay. But the gym doesn't feel as good as a line.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like, and let's be honest.
Because cocaine, I'm sure, I've never done it, I must admit, but it must be instant.
Yeah, like, honestly, I know I always say to people, the first line you do is fucking incredible. But what happens is your dopamine levels, it's like a spike, boom, and it stimulates your pleasure cell in your brain. So that pleasure, that feeling, like your sex life is fucking goes through the roof. Like everything is just amazing. But then within about 9 minutes, 12 minutes, the dopamine level comes down. Yeah. So what you're doing is in another line. You're all night you're chasing that same original line.
Yeah.
But you're never going to get it.
Does your body get used to it?
Oh yeah, I'd wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, have a line, go for a run, tell myself I'm healthy, and like I could start to eat on it. And
do you think it's because your brain has experienced it once that you never get back to it because you know what's coming?
Yeah, like I always say to people, like your brain is like this. So you got pleasure and you got pain. So especially these days, we do everything we can to feel pleasure. We don't, because we don't. Oh, you don't want to fucking feel that. That feels horrible. even children, even kids, even like adults. Oh, being on a phone gives me pleasure. Because then I don't have to sit with myself, my own thoughts, my own feelings, my emotions. So all the time you're having pleasure, you're pushing pain away. But what happens, like with coke or drug or anything, your level of persistence or your baseline level will always move up. So you start on a Friday night, and the Friday night doesn't give you the same pleasure it used to. Now you need it for a Saturday night as well.
So does that pain receptacle come up?
And then it keeps coming up.
Yeah.
And then what happens, you need more pleasure to push that pain away. And then it just becomes a habit. And like, it does get to make change in your life. And even if it's even dopamine from a phone, you just get uncomfortable. I know and it's going to feel shit sometimes. But if you understand you, or if you know your strengths, your weaknesses, it's about an understanding you. No human being's perfect. No one is. I'm far from perfect. And I still get anxious. But that's okay. I still get upset, but that's okay. Like, things bother me, but it's okay. No one's perfect. It's okay not to be okay. If you're okay with that, you can work on that. So, but that's what I mean. Like, my son, I would never have thought the way I thought now, or think the way I think now. And I fell in love, like I said to Simon before. I said, I found my purpose for being on this planet. Yeah. Like, some people may laugh, and like my best mate, like, he knows I've done really well with it. He doesn't. We're just very different, very different. But he'd always want the best for me. Yeah. But he still takes a piss.
Of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's okay. I mean, and there's 8 billion people in this world. Not everyone's going to like me.
You're going to piss someone off somewhere along the way.
Of course I am. It's in my nature as well. I can't help it.
Yeah.
I can't help it. But like, when I generally started this, it really, like, when I started learning coaching or learning to mentor or understanding the human brain and behaviours, I've done it more of a selfish reason for my own self, to heal me. And I didn't realise, as I was mentoring people and coaching people, that I'm hearing people's stories, and it was helping me when I was coaching other people. It was helping me. Yeah. And it's mad now, because the amount of people I get message me a week is crazy. And I feel so sad, because I know their current situation, what it feels like.
Yeah, you feel you start reliving where you were.
And it breaks. And I genuinely, I don't want anyone to suffer. I suffered so much. Yeah. And I hate seeing suffering.
Do you see? So I'm assuming you're just one-to-one. Do you have other people now doing the training?
So now I've got 3 different ways. So you can either work one-to-one with me. I do something called an audit, a life upgrade audit. So it's a 90-minute session, but the 90 minutes can change your life. Right? And I genuinely mean that. Like, the 8 elements that make up your life, I will go through every 8 element. We'll have breakthroughs, we'll understand. And what that does, it's going to give you a roadmap for the next 90 days, what you can implement yourself. And everyone is bespoke. It's for them. And you can either run with that yourself, or we can do it one-to-one together. And then what I did is I also built a community, like a platform, where it's got all my frameworks in lessons, videos, exercises, and then I do masterclasses every week. So I coach within a community, and then I'm now coaching people to teach my framework. Right. Okay. So they can then do their own masterclasses and coach people.
Because that is your program. It's the 90 days, isn't it?
What's that?
Your program that you set out for people is 90 days.
Yes. Yeah, basically you should break any habit within 90 days. But it's not just about the habit for me. It's about understanding you, because you can break a habit in 90 days in willpower.
You can do it in 3 if it's.
You can do it. You can do it fucking 10 minutes.
You haven't got to the root cause of the problem, though.
No. So all you're doing is putting a plaster on
something. The root cause of the problem is the meaning of everything. Get to that root cause.
It's like,
you're getting a bit angry about that.
It is, though. Like anything. Like, I've been a mechanic for years. And the amount of times, like, not even this isn't even mechanical. The amount of times I've seen a forklift truck knock the same wall over, and then my boss used to go, get that wall built back up.
But he's knocking it for a reason.
Yeah, why does he keep hitting it then? You know? just silly stuff. Everything you've got to get to the the fact.
It's easier said than done.
It is.
It is easier said than done.
Yeah.
Especially
Because
if
you know
you're
what, I'll
not.
deal with that later.
Yeah.
You know what I said earlier? I said, like, your brain, that's the way your program
Firefighting.
is programmed. So if you get such traumatic in your life, your brain naturally is doing its job. All it does is it stores it in the back of your cerebellum part of your brain, and it will store it there and say, you know what, we'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
We're not ready yet.
No.
And then what happens is all these things get built up, and that's what starts building a belief system in you, and insecurities and traumas, because it hasn't been dealt with. It's just a program running like in the back of a computer that is there.
Like a virus.
Like a virus.
Thing, yeah.
It's running there, and but you haven't dealt with it because you can't cope right now with that.
Yeah.
She says, no, we don't want to deal with that now.
But who is actually saying that you can't cope with it? It's your
brain.
It's
yourself
saying,
yeah,
I can't cope with this right now.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you need to force yourself and override your system and say, I need to deal with
It's the same as going to the gym, isn't it? I need you to get my ass. Do you know what I mean? Because I can guarantee you I'll find an excuse not to go to that gym. Do you know what I mean? And then when you come out, you think, actually, that wasn't as bad as I thought. You know?
No.
I've gone down to the fact where I now say to myself, I don't like the idea I've got to have a shower straight after the gym. So if I haven't got time to have a shower, I won't go to the gym.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I love the way your brain works.
I've got great ideas to not go.
Do you mind if I have a piss? I'm dying for a week.
Let's go have a piss.
Right?
Yeah. Anyway, we're back and we're refreshed from a wee. Don't even know where I'm going. Any more? Do you want to talk any more about the plan for people before we get into the wrapping up? Really. So someone's got an issue. I don't know. Do you usually get contacted by their family member?
I have been. You know what? I get quite a lot of women message me.
Well, they're only human, mate. Isn't they?
Well, not for that. Well, they said, I had a message the other week with some woman. She messaged me saying, because I basically put on there about behaviours like cocaine, what the behaviours to do there. And she said, do you think my husband's sniffing cocaine because he's had 6 affairs on me? And I replied back saying, listen, I'm not a relationship coach. I said, ask your husband. But most people message me on Instagram, TikTok, and then I send them a video. They can go look at what the best option is for them right now, because obviously there's different finances, different options to work with me.
Yeah.
But I basically done it so there's something for everyone now. Like, the community is amazing. I'm really, really proud of that. It took me like 7 months to build it, but it's got everything you need. And then the master classes is where I'll come on, you get involved. You don't have to show your face, you can turn your camera off. But you're going to get everything you would one-to-one with me, but within the community. Because someone might ask a question that you want to ask.
Yeah.
And you haven't got the confidence to ask. And also it makes people realise, I only opened it up 2 weeks ago. So I only had there was 8 blokes come on it not Monday night. And the message I got after was like, it's amazing, thank you so much. And they realised that other people are going through the same, but most of them have been clean for 2 years now. Some have been clean for a year and they want to build a business. So it's not just about addiction, it's about a place for men or even women that they can talk. And it's a safe place, and there's everything they need on there to upgrade your life and change your life, whether that's mindset, whether that's habits, addictions, energy. I do a lot about energy. So I always say to people, every day you wake up, you're given 100 tokens of energy. Whatever you put your energy on is your choice. So if someone, for instance, family member, someone is negative and you respond, you are giving them your energy.
Yeah.
Or like if someone's for business, I always say to people, I'm very structured when it comes to my day. I'm very structured when it comes to my business. So if, for instance, I had something important to do, I would leave my phone out of the room and do half hour, then I get a 5-minute break. I can't look at my phone.
Yeah.
Because if a notification, if your brain, I go back to you, I'll talk about brain a lot, but if you see a notification on your phone, it takes your brain 20 minutes roughly to get that out of your brain. So you're trying to
100%.
You're trying to work.
Yeah.
And in the back of your mind for 20 minutes, you can't fully concentrate on the task. Yeah, so it's little things like that.
100%.
Yeah.
Like when I'm editing, I'll get a message come up. I'll open that message.
Yeah.
And then I find myself doom scrolling for 10 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, it's a fucker.
I say to him as well, like, we could be on holiday, and yes, I know we're running a business, but he gets an email through, I need this quote for 3 years' time. Can I have a quote for a wedding in 3 years' time? He's like, I've got to go and do it. And I'm like, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, but in my head, if I don't do it, someone else will respond and get the work.
You know what? I get that. I know I'm a fucker for it myself. Like, I was sitting there last night, my missus trying to have time with me, and I'm messaging people like,
yeah.
And then she says, "This is our time." I'm like, I know, but these people, like, they need my help. And I do feel sorry for her because I have pushed her aside lately.
But there is a point where you have to draw the line and
There
say,
is.
You can't do everything.
No. And I agree.
Something's going to have to give. Now, it's either going to have to be a little bit of business or it's going to have to be family. And
I have changed a lot, though.
Yeah, you are very good now.
Because if I had a project, like I did a comedy once and I was 24/7 filming this, writing it, filming it, editing.
Do you enjoy it, though?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
But there is that work. I always say to people, life is balance. Yeah, it's so important. And if you want to stop an addiction, it's about balance. If you want a happy life, it's about balance. It's like work-life balance is so important. And I'm a nightmare for it because I love what I do and it's my passion. And but I go away a lot. Because when I'm away, it's nice weather. I wake up in the mornings and I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, roughly, every day. I meditate for like half an hour. I'm in the gym by 5, and that's my routine. That's my time, and I will not look at my phone until 6:30.
Yeah.
But I struggle.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking, I wonder who's messaged me.
It's a nightmare.
You do.
It's a nightmare, yeah.
And it's a business.
And we never used to have them.
No.
That's the thing.
Like when we were younger, I said to like my stepsons and I said to my daughter, I said, we didn't have mobile phones. There was a telephone box and you'd ring the telephone box to see who's out.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cool.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
How how am I going to put this without sounding wrong?
Well, you started off well so far, babe.
How do you not push your insecurities onto your family and onto your daughter? Do you try and train her into thinking, I'm assuming you don't want her to go anywhere near drugs?
No. You know what? That would break my heart. But like, I have no insecurities now. I'm really comfortable and really, I'm proud of me. Do you know what I mean?
You can tell that by the way you're sitting, because you're open. A lot of people find that if they aren't, they're quite closed in.
Yeah, no, I'm really. No, it took me a long while to get in, a lot of hard work and a lot of, but I've done it, and like, that's why I do what I do, is because I tell I'm nothing special. I can do it, anyone can. But my daughter, oh my God, I even said to her mum, I said, oh my God, if I found out she'd done coke, it'd kill me.
How old is she now?
Oh, she's only young. She's 7 in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
But she's so like me. Like, so like me. And her mum's like, she's a fucking mini you. I can't cope with her. But she's got such a character. And like, she even said to her mum, when I'm older, I just want to vape and have loads of gold jewellery. And I'm like, fucking hell, here we go. But I do. Her mum knows. We've spoke about it. I don't want her to go to school in this country.
Yeah.
I would like to get her out of the country. And
do you find you coach her, like when she says things like that, and there's a little red flag in your brain that goes, okay, what are we going to deal with now? There's something that she clearly wants.
Like, I wasn't a great dad. Like, I didn't know how to cope. I wasn't great at all. And some of my, like, I remember, for instance, she was I don't know, I think she was in nursery and she got picked on, and I said, if the kid picks on you, tell him your dad's going to grab his dad and put him in the back of a fucking van or put him in the boot of the car, something like that. So she went to nursery and said, my dad's going to put your dad in the boot of the car. And I know it wasn't the right thing to say, I mean, but coaching I've learnt about the mind, and I've learnt about children, and I've parented in such a different way now to what I would have, because I know that words have effects.
Absolutely.
And I never knew that before. I just thought I was a joker and it was okay. But I know the more I instill in her, like I always said to her, you can become anything. And I always say about being kind. And like she knows, I say, what does Daddy do? She goes, Daddy's a magician. He makes people happy. And no, you're right. But I never had that. So I mean, I never had that.
And that's not, we're not saying that your dad did anything wrong. I just think it was that time period.
Oh, 100%.
That they didn't know how to deal with it themselves.
No one. I think we're so much more aware now.
Give it a couple of generations. Imagine how good the parents would be.
Yeah,
in
amazing.
3 generations time.
Yeah. Because people are changing now, like especially men, they're okay to talk now, and it's okay. Like it's changed so much.
3-4 generations ago, we were Victorian.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like my dad done and my mum and dad done the best that they could, and some of the things my drive is because of my dad. I have no fear because of my dad. Like I weren't allowed to be scared. If someone picks on you, you do whatever you need to do. You make sure you don't get, like, I mean, and I appreciate that. Whether that I wasn't that way like my dad. My dad's quite tough, and I'm not that way inclined. I tried to be, and I pretended I was, but I'm not tough. I'm not here to be tough. I'm not a rare. I'm a joker. But when it comes to parenting, like I really do choose my words differently now, and I just. Yeah, obviously you want the best for your kids, no matter what. And drugs and alcohol, you can't, like my missus never done it in her life. But her mum and dad never brought it up about it. They didn't say anything about it.
Right.
Where my mum said, you do it, you're going to die. Because my mum worked with, like, as a nurse at a certain period, and she see kids dying from it or people dying from it. So they always spoke to me, but that fear never bothered me because I see my mates doing it. I'm thinking, well, they're smoking, they ain't fucking dying.
Yeah.
What's she talking about?
Yeah. Like I said to you before we even started this show, I've never touched any of it.
Yeah.
Not even like marijuana or anything.
Yeah.
I'm stupid enough as it is, basically, so I don't need that. But I don't know what my parents said to me.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Because
make it.
Like addiction doesn't care if you're black, white, rich or poor, your upbringing, it doesn't matter.
I tell you what else though, like Star Wars, something like Star Wars, I always wanted to be a goodie.
Yeah.
Like the Luke Skywalker and the Jedis.
So I always want to be the baddie.
See? and I think there's something in that.
Yeah.
I think there's something in that.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
When you look at wrestling, American...
Now I'd rather be the goodie.
When you look at American wrestling, right, they changed it so being bad was cool. Yeah. And if you look at early on American wrestling, by the end of the story, it could be about 4 or 5 fights, the goodie always prevailed in it.
Yeah.
But
I never thought of it like that. It's a good way of thinking because I used to watch a film and I'd want the bad geezer to get away with it.
Yeah.
All right, maybe if he's not fucking hurting like people in a back boat, like if he's robbing a bank, I'm like, come on.
I don't know if that's a sense of
go to the sunset. And like,
I don't know if that's a sense of innocence in me as a kid.
Yeah, maybe.
But always never even dreamt about wanting to be like back in Darth Vader and stuff like that. It's always the goodie.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
But even alcohol, we don't even touch alcohol. It's very rare.
If they got rid of it, I wouldn't be bothered.
You know what?
I like a Malibu and Coke every now and then. like a campy street.
I like that though, you know what?
And my mates give me shit about it.
You know what?
I've always been honest enough to say I actually don't really like the taste of beer.
Yeah.
There's a couple I like.
I miss red wine. But the thing is, like, I'm so grateful that I've never been alcoholic. I drank fucking huge amounts because of Coke.
But you could stop.
Alcohol never bothered me.
Yeah.
Like, and I am so grateful because I don't think I'd be here now if I was out, because alcohol is such a hard one to break. Because
it's legal.
And everything we do, we say, I'll meet you for a drink. We'll go for a drink. Let's have a chat, we'll have a drink. Whether it's a coffee or an alcohol, it's always a drink. Like, we are a drinking community, country, and or the world. But like booze don't really bother me. I'm so glad, and I choose not to drink now. It's not I can't. I don't know. I go out and I drink non-alcoholic beers, and I think the world's changing with it now.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, you've only got to look at Maidstone. You go Maidstone in the early 2000s, between 2000 and 2010.
Yeah.
There was everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything. Nightclubs coming out of his ears, pubs coming out of his ears. Like I went there 3 days before Christmas a couple of years ago, and we went to that German one. What's that called?
Oh, where you dance on the tables.
You dance on the table one.
Beer.
Yeah, the beer keller.
Beer keller.
Okay.
Beer. And that was the only place open 3 days before Christmas.
And it was empty, you said, didn't you?
It was empty. Yeah, we were the only ones there,
Yeah.
and one other group of people.
No, that's crazy, isn't it?
That's
Same as Rochester.
Yeah.
Like 20 years ago, Rochester High Street was absolute madness.
Yeah.
Now it's like Tudor cafes.
Yeah.
I love it now. I go
But
to
I
Rochester
like
High
the
Street
idea of
a
it
lot.
for our kids not, it's not in our kids' face. anymore. Like
Yeah.
Like, I remember-
Amadeus and stuff like that. You know
They're
what I
only
mean?
there for one night only, aren't they?
Oh, no!
All that's going.
A guy that works with me is a client. He's such a lovely fella. Like, he's had a bit of a tough life. But he said about it because he said he used to do MCing in Amadeus, and he said, "Oh, I've got this out only for
So
one."
are they opening it back at the same place, which is a
Yeah.
bingo hall?
It's a bowling alley.
Oh, it's the bowling
the
alley, is it?
bowling alley.
Right.
So
Okay.
they're opening it for one night as Amadeus because it's 30. It's been shut 20 years or something.
Right, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Mate, it's just such a laugh there. Yeah.
Some good times
Oh well.
there.
Right. Okay. So we'll let you talk about the business at the end, as in give people details. All right. But this is something we do. Have you seen this bit of the podcast?
No.
You just pick a couple of these random questions.
They're really
Could be
random.
alien based.
That's good. You put this one on.
No, I didn't. But take it if it's a sign.
Okay.
I don't know what they are.
Have you had
Bloody
any addictions?
What's the most awkward moment you've had in public?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Well, that would have been awkward then. Jesus Christ.
The most awkward moment I had in public. I don't know, I've had a lot.
have you ever been like coked up to the eyeballs and put yourself in danger, knowing that this is quite dangerous?
Oh yeah, I've
Like
I
driven and-
used to drive all the time out my head.
Really?
Drove the yacht out my nut. Wow, I've had so many.
You can choose another
in
one if that's
public.
too
I'm
hard.
just trying to think.
It's weird though, isn't it?
Oh, actually, yeah, this is quite a funny one. So I was in a nightclub, like bar, and they had a stage. So I think it was pills that night, and I had 2 pints of beer in my hand, and I got on this stage and I was dancing, and my mate, there was two girls that were looking over. My mate went to me, "They want to talk to you. I went, "All right." And I forgot I was on the stage, so I've walked straight off this fucking stage, about 8 foot in the air, just straight into the crowd. Like, imagine falling straight off me. The beer's gone up everywhere, and I've tried to save the beer. Like, I'm thinking I'm cool. I'm covered in. People are trying to kick me, and I got up, I'm covered in booze, and I'm like, "Skills, right? Fuck off!" That was quite a public. That was quite funny. But you think you're cool at the time?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
I've been pissed before in Bratislava.
Yeah.
And I've been on a stage dancing to Umbrella by whatever her name is.
Rihanna.
And there was this foreign geezer, Eastern European geezer next to me, and I was dancing with him. And all of a sudden he's on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, he's doing like a press up thing." So I started going whoa over the top of him. Apparently he just literally gone like face first, 'cause and my mates had just watched this guy pass out in front of me, and then me gyrate over his head afterwards. And I'm going, "Yeah!" And they're like, "Look at his face," and his face all smashed up and that. I was like, "Oh right, okay." Better go.
Oh, I love that. It's quite
One more.
Can I ask
Okay.
first?
Yeah, go on.
When you say, I was doing pills that night, I was like, what is the worst that you've taken? Like,
And have you overdosed?
substances?
You know what? I didn't realise, but when you do cocaine, if you get a moment where you go really hot and you throw up, you're ODing.
Oh right.
And I didn't realise that.
And you did it a lot.
Loads.
Oh my goodness.
You get to a point where you feel really sick,
like the alcohol experience? Like if you drink too much, you know.
I mean, sweat like I've never sweat before. Like it's pouring off of you.
Wow.
And yeah, I never done anything. I tried crack once.
Because they're the opioids, aren't
What was
they?
his name?
Crack is crack is basically cocaine washed up,
Oh,
clean,
really? Oh,
put with
okay.
barcode. So then it basically goes into a rock. So it's pure
Oh, right,
cocaine
okay.
washed up.
Yeah.
But I tried it once, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And but yeah, pills. I used to take a lot of like ecstasy pills, and it was mainly coke. Coke was my thing. Like I didn't like puff. Never
Yeah.
really liked it. I couldn't handle it, to be fair. I used to throw up all the time.
Because that makes you quite drowsy. That makes you quite mellow.
I
doesn't
liked
it?
uppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like things to make me woo. But what coke did for me, it slowed me down mentally.
All right. Okay.
So that's why I got ADHD. So
Right.
it balanced me out. It calmed me. Where if I took marijuana, it would
way down.
I'd slow me down. I'd
Yeah.
just be like,
Yeah, yeah.
and I feel shit. I'm like, I can't even move. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
yeah.
Right. If your pet could talk, what's the first thing you'd say? Hey, fucking hell. my old dog's seen some serious things. Fucking hell.
Well, the first question should be: have you actually got any pets now?
I have, yeah. I've got
Right,
a little
okay.
French bulldog. But don't stop wanking. No, don't stop.
So that's
What
what you
with
say.
though? What's it using?
No, he uses his hand and just strokes itself. It's not like that breed does it all the time. Go on YouTube, it's everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it's surprising. Like,
So that's going to be search history.
So that's me doing scrolling.
honestly, it's hilarious. Each to their own.
It's when you make me go on all fours.
Well, hopefully that knee will heal up soon.
He's a good boy.
Weird.
Got the same breath.
Don't touch me now. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, if your pet could tell us. Fucking hell, my old dogs would just say what a wrong one I was. So, I mean, an absolute wrong.
Getting in late at night and all that.
Right. Oh, I remember one time, it was when I got nicked actually. I had a little puppy pug. So I used to buy the gear and I used to put it on the kitchen side and weigh it up from there. So there was a load of coke on the side one day and I weren't there. And I'd just been, I would have nicked, it was before I got nicked. And my girlfriend at the time, she was a bit crazy. And she let the dog out. The dog ended up chewing up about $3,000 money. He used to chew a lot, so it chewed up about $3,000 cash out of a lump. I don't know how it was there, but chewed up about $3,000. And then she decided to put the dog on the worktop. And then she rang me. She went, "The dog has just been licking all the cocaine off the side of the." I went, "Well, fuck, take the fucking dog off. Like, why would you put the dog on there?" Like. Yeah.
Was it like the mask? You know that?
His eyes, right? I tried to
Oh
say.
no, it wasn't the mask.
It was, yeah.
No, it's something about Mary. That dog in Something About Mary that took it, didn't it? And jumped.
That's right, yeah, humping everything. Yeah, Jack Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had what was I going to say? Oh, I can't forget what I was going to say now, but yeah, the dog was hilarious, but I was going to take it puppy training.
Right.
So I went there with this little pug called Muffin, very manly, and the woman said to me, no, we don't train them. I was like, what? It's a fucking puppy. They went, no. She went, look at it. I was like, what do you mean look at it? She went, it's got Down syndrome. Because pugs have got that look at that. So they said, basically she went, you can't teach them anything. They've got Down syndrome.
So is that what the look is, Down syndrome?
I don't know. I don't think that's true at all. The dog was amazing. It was brilliant. Great dog.
Especially it was on.
It's really funny because my son's last two dogs were a Frenchie and a pug.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I love the pug. Was brilliant. The French bulldog's amazing. He's such a good dog.
Yeah.
Really well behaved.
Lost them both tragically as well, we did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The pug was attacked by another dog.
Oh, really?
Killed, and the other one just died a couple of months ago, didn't it?
Oh,
It just
sad.
had some sort of tumour and just was gone, and he loves his dogs. They're his kids, his dogs. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I ask you one more question? How do you...
Rachel,
sorry.
you're talking as if it's like a podcast show. What's wrong with you?
How do you know? Like you were saying, you've got it all over the work surface and everything like that. How do you know? You were getting it from someone, right?
Yeah.
How do you know it was legit stuff and not? Because there's so much shit out there.
Yeah, you see, I'd test it. It'd get tested. Like with...
I
know the purity.
Yeah.
You'd measure it as a way of measuring the purity.
Wow.
Yeah, through heat.
Right, okay. So you would know that it was a
Yeah,
good
we know,
batch
because
and-
obviously you'd want to know the people, because when you're selling on a larger scale, some people are going to want to bash it.
Yeah.
So if it's 90% or 80%, they're gonna wash that up to 40% and or 50 or whatever they want to do with it. I mean, so the purity is the more value I can get for it. Do you know what I mean? So.
That was all.
But like I say, like now I get a parking ticket, I shit myself. Like I can't, I wouldn't even dream. I got no interest. I mean, and I look back now and I think, fuck, how the hell did I get involved in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so easy to do, though, isn't it? It's just one friend, then
Yeah,
another,
it is.
and then, and
It is.
snowballs.
And I still know people that do it.
It's who you hang around with, isn't it? Basically, and just gradually crescendos.
That is such a big thing to me. I always say, like, my friend circles or my environment is so different, like so different to what it was. And I always say to people, you become your environment. So if you want to hang around 5 drug addicts, you're going to be the sick one. If you want to hang around 5 millionaires, you'll be the sick one.
That's where we're going wrong, babe.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't know any drug addicts.
I'll just go, do you want to go Wetherspoons?
Do you want to do one more?
Go on,
That sounds wrong for people only listening. We're on about the questions.
If you could instantly master any skill, but it had to be completely useless, what would it be?
What a stupid question is
Yeah, I'll
that?
put that one back.
That is crap. ChatGPT.
Oh, is that what it is? I
all
love,
are.
I love a bit of AI.
I do.
It's amazing. Do you use Claude?
No, but I've been told
Claude's
about that.
amazing.
Our
Yeah.
previous episode, we had an AI guy on, and he
it
was
Claude?
saying,
Yeah.
Claude's amazing. Like I use both,
Yeah.
but Claude is in my business. I use Claude so much.
Okay, I'm going to start using it now. You're the third person now to tell
what
me.
do I use? No.
No, you use
Perplexity.
Manus is not bad for scripting, things like that.
All right, okay.
But Claude, especially the way like Claude's linked to my Canva, it's linked to everything now.
Ah, okay.
So like if I've done a landing page,
Is there a subscription on that? How much you pay for that?
you don't have to.
Yeah.
But I pay it like 18 quid a month, 90 quid a month.
Perfect.
Oh, it's the same as the other
Chat
ones
is
then,
that
yeah.
sort of price.
I'll pay for both, but
Yeah.
like ChatGPT is good, but they're only as good as the prompt you put in it, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, but you can now change the settings. Like ChatGPT was like a yes man, and it was pissing me off.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
But mine now starts everything with, well, I'll be honest with you, Simon.
Yeah.
And I like,
Yeah.
now, this is the chat I want to talk to.
Yeah,
This
because
is-
I don't want to be told, yes, that's a great idea, because
Yeah.
I ask it like business strategies and
Yes.
what's working in my industry right now, what's not working. And like AI is, if you're not using it, you're going to get left behind. Like,
100%.
it's so clever.
So is Claude good for setting up business things like auto
It's
replies
amazing.
and stuff like that?
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like ChatGPT's got its strengths,
Yeah.
so is Claude. Like, but ChatGPT will tell you what Claude's good at, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. Really, it's
Okay.
good. You've just been arrested. What do your friends assume you did?
We all know the answer to that one.
I've never had that one ever.
If your pet could talk, what's the first thing they'd say? about
Oh
you?
my God.
Come on, Simon.
It's obsessed
You
with
pick
pets, isn't it?
Okay.
Unless I put them back.
You
I put them back.
you put in that one.
What's the strangest thing you've seen while travelling? Oh,
You must have seen some
I've
things
travelled a
in Peru.
lot. Peru,
Yeah.
The
Amazon jungle.
I'm
yeah.
going to jump in here a
Go
bit,
on.
but you don't look fully English. So what is your
You know
DNA?
what? You know what? I'm
fully
actually going to have my DNA done because my parents are quite fair.
What about your sisters?
No, they're fair. Well, I'm the darkest one in the
I don't
family.
know, Greek,
She might be
Italian, he
American.
looks.
You know what? I
Yeah.
always say to people with Stallion, we like that one, the Stallion. Then people are like, no, you're Indian, or
Antonio.
oh yeah,
Indian.
or they go, oh, you from Algeria or somewhere. Like. So can't you say something like exotic, like Italian Stallion? But I'm honestly, I don't know. I've got
right,
dark
okay.
features. The Amazon jungle, I see some absolute crazy things out there. Like it was so honestly, it was the best best trip of mine. And I've travelled the world. That was the best trip of my entire life, by far.
So when you say you see crazy things, what did you see?
Like, I was talking last night, but my missus, I got stung by an ant.
Oh, it's
This ant was about this big, yeah? But what they do is, I was walking around barefoot, and they basically stick this thing in you. It's like a syringe, but it's got a hook on it, and you can't get the thing out. You have to kill the ant to get it out, and then you have to get tweezers and like pull it out.
Is that the same ants where the tribes make the gloves?
No,
that's bull ants.
That's not. Yes,
yeah.
But there is another one called the bullet ant.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it feels like you've been shot by a bullet.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I didn't get that one. Thank God. But I see pink dolphins. Swam with the pink dolphins. I went to a monkey. No, you know what the funniest experience was? I went to a monkey sanctuary within the Amazon jungle. So it's like people have monkeys as pets, or they need help. This sanctuary was like 4 or 5 acres.
So it's like
but when I went,
and dogs, but
yeah,
for monkeys.
but when I went there, it was the end of the wet season.
Right.
Yeah. So the Amazon jungle, the Amazon River, it's got veins coming off of it of different rivers. Yeah. But in the dry season, there are roads to get to the tribes. So when I went there, it was end of the rainy season, it started drying up. So we got boats through the river, down the veins, which would actually be a road.
Yeah.
So these trees, they're like, might be 30, 40 feet out of the water, but that's only half the tree. The rest of the tree is below the water.
Yeah.
So when I went to this sanctuary, they have planks of wood, like scaffold boards, like this, and that's what you walk to get to the reception. And then after reception, you have to walk in the water to walk around this sanctuary. So it's only about that much, but it's so silty.
Yeah.
And they say, I'd leave your trainers up there and that. And I said, what's in the water? They said, snakes. Like, so you're trying to see these, and then the monkeys are just all loose. They're not in cages. They're just. But there was a couple that were put in cages that they haven't been out of the cages for like 15 years, something like that. Like there was 2 of them that they found them in a brothel in Holland. And they ripped the owner's face off.
Yeah, I was going to say they ripped the faces off.
Yeah. And then the other one was a similar story, but they can't put with any other animal, like any other monkey. But it was amazing. It's like they're coming on you and they're like, try not to touch them. But they're like, hello there. That was amazing. It was
because they can literally rip your face off.
It was such an experience, though. And there was one that was quite sad, but I can't remember the name of it, but it was only a tiny little thing about this big. And it's mad because each one of their penises is shaped different size or different shape. Like one of them was like curly-whirly sort of thing. So you can't, that monkey can't put it inside another monkey, female, because they're not the same species.
Oh, right. So the species have different.
Right, okay.
So it's like the old bricks the kids get.
Yeah, you can't put them square in a round hole. Yeah, but I wasn't aware of that.
No, I didn't know that.
So only certain species can breed with certain other species.
Oh, okay.
It just won't go in.
So you can't have like a million species then.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there was this little one that was basically there was no more females left in the world.
Jesus.
There was only males left in the world, so it's extinct, going to go extinct. It was actually, it's brilliant. Yeah, the Amazon was a great experience. I'd love to go back. Yeah,
brilliant. Right, time to wrap it up then. So tell everyone how they're going to find you.
You can find me on Instagram or TikTok. It's Anthony Noble, Life Upgrade. Yeah, that's it.
And what's the website? You got a website?
Yeah, I got a website. It's anthonynoble.co.uk.
Right, so it's all through your name.
Yeah, everything's my name. Yeah.
So we're right, anthonynoble.co.uk out there then. Do you want me to put Life Upgrade on there as well? Or?
If you want, it's up to you. I'm easy.
It
used to be really easy.
Right, that's it. Thanks everyone for watching.
Cheers, thanks.
Pleasure to meet you, mate.
Cheers,
honestly, really is.
Thank you, Rachel.
No worries.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Club Awesome, for autistic children and their families, a place where everyone belongs and fun knows no age limit. Put your business in front of 30,000 new customers with the Hindsight Directory. This A5 full-colour magazine is delivered by Royal Mail to Maidstone, Gravesend, Medway and Bromley, with more areas to come. Visit hindsightdirectory.co.uk.
Connect by Tech, business communication experts. Based in Kent, they can reach the entire UK. Whether you want to save money on your business phone systems, mobile phones and devices, internet, or seek cheaper energy bills, they've got you covered. Visit them on connectbytech.co.uk or call them on 01634 565 565.
New Digital, helping businesses build their online presence with web design, SEO, Google Ads and social media. Get 10% off when you quote Cherrywood today. Visit their website at nudigitalera.co.uk.
Bond Carpentry, where precision meets creativity.
From bespoke cupboards to second fix carpentry, garden houses and even the Cherrywood podcast sign. Call 07738 732 931.
Bond Carpentry, licensed to drill.
This podcast has been brought to you by Snugdubs Camper Van Hire at snugdubs.co.uk.
Dimodici Associates, Chartered Structural and Civil Engineers. Visit their website on dimodiciassociates.com.
Right at Home Medway, providers of safe and trusted quality care for adults in the comfort of their own home. Visit rightathome.co.uk/medway or call them on 01634 979 000.